I think the only way that someone's going to be interested in Rocky Gap is to allow, say, 500 machines, for instance, to be allowed in the lodge, probably for a period of 3 years. And that would allow them to see that something can happen in Rocky Gap. And then after that 3 years, you want to answer it, sir? That's right. Then after 3 years, probably what needs to happen is then start the clock on the amount of time that they have to build the lodge. But that's I believe there's got to be some creative thinking. I don't believe the General Assembly is going to allow us to make it more profitable for the person to come to Rocky Gap when these machines will show that they can turn a profit to the other places. I did happen to notice, looking around when they talk about additional taxes. I remember last year I sit on the tax committee, the Ways and Means Committee, and Kumar Barve, a delegate from Montgomery County, walked up to me and said, Delegate Myers, if you come back next year, he says, which one of these taxes do you like? Which one do you like the best? Which one would you like to raise? And he pointed to the services tax as number one. That's the number one target. I do believe, and this is something I guess I've looked into. In fact, when Kevin talked about the alcohol tax, I saw a couple of you with tears in your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they'll go after something like an alcohol tax. I think there'll be enough lobbyists against that. But I do know that when it comes to the federal dollars, I believe the states are in trouble, and I believe the reason why the governor is stating that he'll have no new taxes this year, I think you'll see the feds completely bail out the states. I think they'll come into the rescue with the stimulus money that's still in the coffers, and I believe that when it comes to the states that have have no way of recovery, and you look at California with $20 billion in the hole, I don't think they have a way of recovering unless they get federal help. So I believe that you'll see that, but it will be a one-year temporary fix. I think it'll be something that will help get the house in order for a without making cuts, but in hopes that the revenue stream will come back. And I've heard this from our chairman for 3 years now, but Delegate Myers, you know this always comes back. This always comes back. I saw the new plan this morning, that the compromise on the taxes and the jobs, and I think that will go a long way, especially with what they'll put back in the pockets with Social Security, for instance, the reduction of 2% of what that will temporarily put it back in the pockets, and with the 100% write-off for businesses to be able to invest in new equipment, new buildings and so forth. That will go a long ways.